this is Whitlock here. I wanted to come to you guys for just a moment to talk to you a little bit about something that I'm very proficient at. I've had much success with trapping and snaring, and I wanted to share it with you guys so that way maybe you could take some of my ideas or some of my methods, you could build upon it, make them better so you can be successful as well in this particular area. Now this particular trap I'm going to be making is going to be a pole snare. And here's the pole. It's just a sapling, as you can see, just all the branches off of it to take down a little bit of wind resistance. And then you've got your string and you've got your trigger. This trigger stick here has just got a notch cut in the bottom of it to catch the cross member, and it's got like a little bait end on it where you can, I use Jiffy marshmallows and I'll dip them in peanut butter. I usually use this for squirrels and rabbits and little rodents like that. So then if you come over here, you'll see the cross member I set up. Now this right here, you want to make sure one end of it, one side is flat, so that way you can catch this notch here. So that way that helps to set it off. And you've got these two, some people, they like to notch these out and just use it like that to keep this from moving. I just tie it down because I'm a bit lazy, to be honest with you. Ain't no reason to do all that work if you don't have to. So the whole idea behind this is you want to set this as a hair trigger to where if anything comes by and tries to get a hold of that marshmallow, it'll just set it off and send it up into the air. But before I do that, there is one more thing I'm needing to add to it, and I was wanting to show you guys how to make that real quick. And that's gonna be your noose, because I mean, as of right now, all it's gonna do is gonna be set off and it's not gonna catch the animal. I'll set it up like that once or twice, and then the third time I'll usually put a noose on it. It gets the animals comfortable with the snare before I actually use it. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna actually make the noose by tying a little loop in the end of your string. And once you do that, you want to make sure that loop is not gonna tighten all the way down on itself. You'll make sure that it's gonna stay open at least a little bit. And then I just feed it back through the loop, so that way you've got that circle that's gonna tighten down on that animal's neck or on its arm, or whatever, just enough to fling it up into the air. So once you take this trigger, you're gonna want to attach it to the trigger, so that way when it gets set off, it sends that animal up into the air and suffocates it or breaks its neck, and you can harvest that animal. Now this particular trap is meant for killing, so you're probably not going to get anything alive attached to it. Once in a while you might, but this trap is a kill trap. This snare is designed to kill that animal. So go ahead and tie this off. Cut my excess off. Now I'll take it and bait it. Go ahead and set it. Just like that. Now the whole idea behind this is if you're using like for instance, wire, it's a lot easier to keep the shape of that loop right here. But if you're using string like I am, what you'll need is you'll need a couple small sticks that's easy to be broken away and fall away from that snare when that time comes for that critter to get caught. So I'll take a couple sticks like this and I'll just stick them into the ground just to help hold the shape of this snare. Just like that. That way when the animal comes through here, it's gonna bump that just like this. It's gonna pull it right up into the air. And I mean, once that cinches down, it's not gonna, don't matter how much it flails about, it's not gonna go anywhere. I have had a case where you'll get a critter that'll chew through this line. So that's why it's also good to use wire. Like you can use picture hanging wire, you can use regular snare wire. I mean, anything like that will work. But I mean, these rolls, you get them at like Walmart for like $3 and you get a couple thousand feet. So that's the reason why I use it. It's really easy. And that's pretty much it. Another way you can make it a little bit more effective though, because if you set this snare, a lot of people don't take into consideration that animal can still come around behind it and they can take that bait. So something that I'll do sometimes is I'll take a log like this and I'll just stack up logs behind this snare. So that way the only way for this critter to get in to that bait is to go through where I want them to go. So that way when it gets set off, that animal gets propelled into the air and gets caught. Another thing you can do if you want to be a little bit more productive is you can actually tie another noose and drape it over this side of the snare. So that way it doesn't matter which way the animal goes in, is going to get caught. I mean, you could do that as well if you're in a survival situation and really want to catch something. But other than that, I mean, that about wraps this up. If you have any questions or comments, you're more than welcome to go ahead and set those on the bottom. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and tell me what you think. And that'll be a wrap. You guys have a good day, and thanks for watching.